It's an exciting time when things are just clicking in your business, but sometimes there's a slow fade to mediocrity that actually gives you early signs that your business is actually dying. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you 5 of these signs that your business is dying without you even being able to notice them, and exactly what you can do right now to regain that momentum you're looking for. One of the most important traits I see with top producing agents is they are self-aware. They're self-aware of areas of their business that need attention. They're also self-aware when things begin to change in a subtle manner, and they're able to address issues before they become issues. That's what I want to do today. I'm going to go through and talk to you about 5 different signs that maybe your business is slowing down or is actually coming to a place where it is dying before you even realize it's happening, so that we can make some adjustments right now and move your business back in the right direction. The first sign is that your number of real estate related conversations is declining. Now, here's the thing about real estate related conversations. Sometimes what happens is when we're early in the business, we know we have to have these. So we put it on our calendar and we actually schedule out time to prospect. Also, what will happen is when the business is good, we get a little bit lax in this area because the calls are just coming into us. So if you're at a place where you're not sure if this is happening in your business, you think it may be, I want to encourage you to keep a daily log of how many of these real estate related conversations you're having. What is it that you're doing on a daily basis to make sure you're hitting your certain numbers? The other thing is, set yourself a goal for these real estate related conversations, the number of them. How many do you need to make sure that you're back on track with what you're doing? And let me say this, if you've lost a little momentum, in order to rebuild momentum, it's going to take more energy on the beginning to get back into that place where you're doing. So I would encourage you to up the number of conversations you're looking for. Now, a simple number that I always go over is, and typically if you're an experienced agent, it's going to be lower than this, but industry averages are that 50 real estate related conversations generate 1 real estate transaction. So if we know that we're trying to get to 24 transactions this year, then we can simply multiply 24 times 50. That's going to give us an annual number. Then we're going to have the ability to come in and see how many we need on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, and on a daily basis. So how many of these conversations do you need to regain your momentum? Break it down to a daily number of those conversations. Begin to make outbound calls instead of waiting on the phone to ring for you, and everything else will begin to move in that direction of the momentum you're looking for. The second sign that your business may be dying before you even realize it is that your lead flow numbers are down. How many leads do you have coming into your business? Listen, the process to a sale starts with lead generation. How many leads are you generating on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis that are coming into your business as new leads that you can nurture and that you can walk through the process to end up having a transaction with? So how are you figuring this number out? What is it that you're watching to see if this is happening? So let's look at what we can do to make sure that this is actually moving in a positive direction for your business. Think of it this way. How many leads are coming in based on the activities that you're doing, and how systematic is that approach? Now, there's a number of different ways to have leads coming into your business. Number one is you can be buying online leads. You could be sitting open houses. You could be actually doing direct mail, farming a neighborhood. You could be doing unsolicited CMAs. You could be doing different activities that are going to generate leads that will flow into your business, whatever that is for you. So how many leads do you need to come in that will actually lead to the conversations that we were talking about in point 1 that's going to help you be on track to continue to see your business grow? Start with understanding you need real estate related conversations. Then move to the place of understanding that you need a steady, consistent flow of leads coming into your business. And now we're building a fundamental business that will move in the direction we want it to move in. The third mistake I see agents make when they don't have their business growing at the pace they want it to grow at is that they don't have a systematic approach to communicating with their database. What is it that you're doing that every single day has outbound communication happening on your behalf in a way that's going to generate those real estate related conversations we were talking about? Number one is to make sure every single person in your database is set up with an automated email that is going out with properties that are either like the home that they own, that are coming on the market, being sold, or they're going under contract. And also for those potential buyers you have, those prospective buyers, make sure that you have a systematic, automated approach that is sending out new listings and price reduced listings to that group on a daily basis or weekly basis if they're 6 months too further down the road from buying. When we set it up where we have systematic approach of information going out about properties, it's giving those potential buyers and sellers the information they really want the most. Also, what this does is it gives us the ability to generate some conversations. Now, we were talking about this. If you see one of these that goes out, especially for a hot buyer, that you know fits with the criteria they're looking for, follow up after this systematic email goes out with a phone call to just say, hey, I just want to make sure you saw this. This is brand new to the market, or this has just been price reduced. It appears to have a lot of the features you were looking for. Would you like for me to set an appointment for you to take a look at this? Or would you like for me to go do a video walkthrough just to kind of get you a better feel of the flow of this house? Now we're generating some of those conversations that lead to conversions, which leads to the contracts that we're looking for. Another systematic approach is to make sure that you have a weekly, at a minimum monthly, email going out newsletter style to your database. Now, this could be on the weekly side, this could be the deal of the week. This could be every Friday, the one property that you find that you feel is the best deal on the market. This could be a weekly newsletter that's talking about activities that are happening in the market, your favorite listing that you found, and maybe some of the things that are coming up that next week in your local area where you're a resource. Whatever it is, having a systematic approach where something is going out every single day to those particular property owners and potential buyers, and also to your entire database on a weekly or monthly basis with information that is relevant to real estate and keeps you in front of their face as the resource they're looking for. Those are the things that are going to consistently continue to help your business grow. Fourth thing I see with businesses that are slowly dying is that you're not receiving referrals. This is a sign that your business is not going to have healthy growth going forward. Referrals are the lifeblood of our business. This is where the business continues to compound over time. And referrals come from people seeing your value and seeing you as the resource. So if you're not receiving those referrals, or maybe the number of referrals has slowed down a little bit, let's evaluate a couple of reasons why that might be happening. The first one is this. Through the process of buying and selling, your clients are not receiving something that just wows them. It's not something where they're just overwhelmed with, I've got to let other people know that this is the person that I need to work with. So what can you do? Begin to reward those customers in a way where they remember you. Begin to look for opportunities to do unexpected things during the process of the transaction and after the transaction that really wows those clients of yours. What is it that you can do to set yourself apart, that you can give more value, and that you can earn those referrals? If you're not receiving them now, go back and look at your process through this transaction. Go back and look at what you've done after the transaction. How often did you stay in contact with those folks? All of those could be factors. The second thing, and the reason that you might be receiving referrals, especially if you're a newer agent or maybe you don't have as many transactions as some other people, is that they may not see you as the resource that they need to share with other people. Now, this goes back to the fundamental idea that you can't be a secret agent in real estate. It's a contact sport. So what are you doing on social media to show your value on a consistent basis where you stay top of mind? What is it that you're doing in your weekly or monthly newsletter where you're giving a valuable understanding of what's going on in the market that is different from anything they're seeing from anyone else, that gives them the opportunity to just think, I heard about so-and-so who is getting ready to buy or sell. I need to make sure that I let them know about Jimmy because he's the expert in this area. When you become the resource and you become seen as the person that everyone should be working with because of how much information you're providing, that's when you're going to see those referrals begin to come in and you're going to begin to see your business grow. Last but not least, your sales numbers are off. You're not getting as many transactions as you had last year. Your sales volume is down. Or the number of listings that you're typically taking, you're not taking that many listings anymore. This is a telltale sign of what's been happening in the past because those are results of the actions you've been taking the last 30, 60, 90, even 120 days ago, because that is where you are now. Now, if you're seeing that now, what's going to change to make that get back moving in the right direction going forward? And one of the things is to reevaluate exactly all of the things you're doing in your business that are either generating or not generating any activity. So what is it that you're spending money on that's not generating the leads that we talked about earlier? What is it that you're doing on a daily basis that is taking you away from having those real estate related conversations and it's just wasting your time? What is it that you're doing on a daily basis to prepare yourself to be able to reap the harvest 30, 60, 90 days from now of more transactions? When you look at your business and you see that you're not having as many transactions, listen, things can happen where the market is down and maybe your numbers are down slightly, but you should be outperforming, your growth should be outperforming what the market's doing. So if the market's off 20%, you're off 10%, you may still be slowly heading in a positive direction, even though it doesn't feel that way. But understand exactly what it is in your business. When you look at the numbers and you study the numbers and you study the activities you're doing and you begin to refine those in a way they're going to generate more of those leads, more of those conversations, and more of those transactions, everything else is going to take care of itself. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.